spacious skies, far amber waves of grain.
It's Black History Month, and WRJN honors the contribution of our African American community. Without you, we'd have no country. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much from your radio friend, WRJN. 13 minutes until 11 o'clock on your Thank God It's Friday morning. This is your friendly neighborhood radio talk show host, Glenn Klein, and she is the Lasagna Lady, author Samantha Kendall. Please welcome her to your radio friend. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Glenn. Thank you for being our radio friend. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being had. Where are you this morning?
Right now, I am in my kitchen thinking of new lasagnas to come out with. So I'm here in Chicago, Illinois. I'm in my kitchen just kind of getting some things together and developing some more sauces, more lasagnas. I'm always creating.
You're living in Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago. Where are you about? Where do you stay?
I'm not too far from the United Center, actually.
You ever get to any Bulls or Blackhawk games?
No, I'm always either in sauce or lasagna, literally. So, no, I don't get a chance too much, but looking forward to some of those times when I'm able to.
Well, you're known as the Lasagna Lady, and then you wrote a book called Life Through Lasagna Eyes. What are lasagna eyes?
You know, lasagna eyes is something that you look through. It's like another lens. You know, if something bad happens or you have a heartbreak or something that's going on in your life or you're trying to process some things, I call those like my lens, like an extra lens, something else that I look through so that I can make it through whatever it was that I was going through at the time and then the things now, whatever, comes up. So it's just another set of eyes that you look through. And I call them my lasagna eyes because it's my passion.
Well, before we get into the specifics of looking through lasagna eyes, what is the key to making a good lasagna?
The key to making a good lasagna is considering the sauce. You know, sometimes, I don't know if you've ever had lasagna and it's very, very saucy and you can't find the meat, you can't find the cheese, you can't find anything because it's so much sauce everywhere. Lighten up on the sauce.
You know, that could be a phrase used in other situations,
Well, I'm going to keep it rated PG.
Well, it's people that get sauce too much. That could be considered PG. But what is the most exotic ingredient that you ever either ate or made a lasagna with?
The most exotic lasagna that I've made one with, I would have to say, I have an exotic lasagna called my black bean barbecue chili lasagna. It's made with the sweet Italian turkey sausage. So that's one of the exotic lasagnas that I do have. I do use a shrimp, for some of the lasagnas as well. But that has to be the most exotic one that I have because it's so different than any other thing that's traditional.
Well, she's causing a serious Pavlovian response on your friendly neighborhood radio talk show host. This is Glenn Klein. She is Samantha Kendall, the Lasagna Lady, the author of Life Through Lasagna Eyes. Why lasagna?
This is something that my children loved so much. And quite honestly, my oldest daughter, Amanda, she loved bacon and rice. I can't compete, Glenn, with bacon and rice.
Well, really, who can? Who can compete with bacon and rice?
Yeah, but I know that they loved my lasagna, so I began just making it, giving it away, doing things for church organizations and things like that, and just kind of grew from there.
Are you of Italian descent?
You never know.
That's true.
You never know. My grandpa, he told me a story once, and, he just told me with the stock that's within me as an entrepreneur. So you never know. That's
a very good point. Well, there's a wonderful picture of Samantha Kendall on your Radio Friends Facebook page that she did, a little promotion for the appearance today. We really appreciate you doing that. And you guys can check out, of course, your Radio Friends Facebook page anytime, like us. And what's your Facebook page?
My Facebook page is Sam's Gourmet Lasagna. And then you'll see all of the ones, and you'll actually see the exotic ones because there's a lamb and spinach lasagna that's on there as well. So you'll see that on there. And that's how you know you're there.
So what inspired you to write the book, Life Through Lasagna Eyes?
Well, I lost my daughter to gun violence, Glenn, back in 2006 on Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God.
And I had been journaling for over 10 years. And I said, you know what, I need to take my passion, the thing that I love to do is lasagna and pasta and those things, my creativity, and I need to take that journal and extract some things from there, not only to help myself, to heal more, because the pain is always going to be there when you lose a loved one, but to help the healing process and to help it become therapeutic, I wrote the book. I extracted some from my journaling, and then some other things were just inspired right there, and it was therapeutic for me, and it's my hope that it will be therapeutic for others that's going through whatever process in their life, whatever hurt, and it's funny. There's some funny stories in there. There's some heartfelt, gutsy things in there. So I was being extremely transparent in this book.
Wow. What's your daughter's name?
Amanda Sky Gallen.
Mm. And when did this happen, and how old was she?
She was 18 years old, and it happened on February 14, 2006.
So 10 years ago.
Yes.
And how long did it take you to decide to take this unspeakable tragedy and turn it into as much of a positive as you could?
Well, I'll tell you, I had started doing the lasagna, and I got into some collaborations with some mainstream retail grocery stores right before she was murdered. And I paused when that happened, and I said, God, is this something I'm to continue? And then I got a phone call from a restaurant who said, we expressed our condolences to you. However, this community is screaming for your lasagna. Can you come back when you're ready? So that was my green light to move forward and to go ahead and do what Amanda always told me to do, and which is do you, Ma. So that's exactly what I did.
What did she tell you to do?
She said, do you, Ma.
Do you, Ma.
That's awesome. Was her thing that she always said. So I said, okay, this is what I'm to do.
Mm. And did they catch the murderers?
They did. They were sitting in the car, real quickly. They were sitting in the car, just getting ready to go out for Valentine's Day like kids do, like 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds do. And someone, a gentleman, his name is Antonio Quinn, he walked up to the car. He did not know anybody. We didn't know who he is. He walked up to the car, and he opened fire on the car. She was the only one that did not make it, and he paralyzed the driver. Why
did he shoot into that car?
He thought that he saw a rival gang member. No one was in a gang. All good kids, either in school or working. So he admitted at the trial that he knew absolutely no one, and then he said that if he would have known there was a female in the car, it would not have happened that way.
What did he get sentenced to?
He got sentenced to 45 years, 100% for Amanda, and he got sentenced, I want to say 25% at 25 years for he paralyzed the driver. So he got that. So he's got 70 altogether.
As a parent of 6 children myself, I can't imagine the pain that you've gone through.
There have been some days, and you just never really. The pain is always going to be there, and it still is. But I tell you, the strength that God gave me to carry me and my children. She has 2 brothers and a sister, and the strength that He gave them is just amazing, and our family as well. But yeah, it's heart-wrenching. Very heart-wrenching.
She's Samantha Kendall. She's the author of Life Through Lasagna Eyes, The Recipes for Life. So if you could give the beautiful humans, Samantha, the top 2 recipes for life, what would they be?
The top 2 recipes for life, one I would give, loving again means saying hello. Sometimes you've got to say goodbye before you can say hello. And then the other one would be, when life throws you lemons, make something delicious.
What kind of stories have people told you about how they've been helped by your book through their trauma and their suffering?
a number of parents that have either been affected by gun violence and have lost children. They have read it, and some have posted some things on my Facebook, and they said, they found their passion. Some of them were drowning. They stopped living. It's like they said, Sam, you know what? I literally stopped living. I was breathing, and I was walking, but I literally stopped living. And when I read your book, it came to life. Now I'm looking for my passion. I have purpose. So they've been encouraged. They've been motivated. So these are some of the things that I'm getting back from the book. Some people have called, and they're tearful, and they're thankful for the things that I've written in the book to encourage and inspire anyone past their greatest pain or their hurt.
What's the lasagna you got in the oven today?
Well, this is just a traditional one. It's a vegetable lasagna, so it's traditional.
Is it? How much more challenging is it to cook with a lot of vegetables? Because doesn't the water get out, and doesn't it have a tendency of making it wet and soggy?
Not really. We use fresh products, so we use fresh vegetables, fresh everything, so nothing's wet. If you're using anything that's frozen, of course you're going to get that extra water, and then, yes, it's going to be soupy. It's going to be a little bit more liquidy than it would have been. But, no, we use everything fresh, so we kind of avoid that whole liquid thing there.
What's your personal favorite lasagna?
My personal favorite lasagna is our black bean barbecue chili sausage lasagna, or the one that's made with sweet Italian turkey sausage. That's my favorite. I tell you, when I make it, I have no patience to wait for it to come out of the microwave. Once I put it in the refrigerator and cool it off, and I want to have some later on, I eat it cold. I never wait for it to heat. I put it in the microwave, and I'm like, okay, 30 seconds, it's going to be ready. I take it out in 10, Glenn, and I eat it. Yeah,
she's author,
I love it that much.
She's a lasagna lady. She's author Samantha Kendall from Chicago, the author of Life Through Lasagna Eyes, The Recipes for Life. How can people get in touch with you, Samantha?
They can get in touch with me, www.samsgourmetlasagna.com. And then also they can get in touch with us. Our product, two of our products, is in the Whole Food Market in the Midwest region. They do carry our product, and they can get in touch with us that way as well, and sharing the products with others in their family. And I also have my Facebook, Sam's Gourmet Lasagna, and I do have a Twitter handle, @TheLasagnaLady.
Well, God bless you, and thank you for sharing your story, and we really appreciate your time, and you do you, Ma.
I will, Glenn. Thank you so much for having me.
Your radio friend is AM 1400 WRJN, Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee, a Magnum.media station.
WRJN covers the world at 11 o'clock.
Economic strength, shooting spree aftermath.